Okay, hello. I'm going to do another video today. This one's going to be a how-to video, really. I'm going to build a building. I'm going to show you how I build a building, and if you want to learn something from that, then you are very welcome to. I'm going to build it in this spot here, and this is a key thing, really. Where do you build stuff? Personally, the best thing about Minecraft is that it gives you a landscape to build on, and my favourite builds are builds that fit into the landscape, that fit the world around it, rather than just kind of being imposed on the world. So take this for example. This is a little village that I built on the water. This water already existed, the beaches already existed. I added the beach with world paint, but you know, most of it was already there. So I've built a series of buildings that are on the water's edge and look very much like a little kind of fishing village or something like that. And I've used this hill to be the perfect spot for the lighthouse, all using the landscape to help it all work. So it ends up looking like the buildings fit into the landscape rather than being just plonked on top, which is something I really can't stand. And it's something you see a lot of, to be honest, in Minecraft worlds and people who make Minecraft videos. So I like to try my best to make things look like they fit. And I think that this little spot here is a really nice one. It's in the shadow of the mountains, it's on the little river. I reckon a house just here, just a simple one, just to show you how I do it, would be a... Ooh, hello. Would be a... Oops. Ooh. Yeah, that's just a cave, fair enough. Would be really nice, so that's what I'm going to do. So, first thing you're going to need to do is build the foundations, build the kind of solid rock that you're going to build the rest of the building on. And I'm going to make this a very generic building, like the kind of building that just fills my world, because, you know, I needed something that would be fairly quick. So a bit like the pub over there, it's going to have a cobblestone ground floor, and then a first and maybe second floor made out of, I'll probably just use planks, to be honest, and then a plank step roof in the same style as I'm using over there. I might add a chimney as well. It'll look just like all the other buildings in my world. That's the kind of style I've developed. But when it comes to setting your foundations up, there's a few golden rules. This, for example, I'm going to build it that wide. Okay, that bit of clay there, that drives me mental. I cannot stand that. It's got to be stone. You've got to have it so it looks like the cobblestone is embedded in the land. Do you see what I mean? Like, if I get rid of that, that's no good. I want it to look like that. I want it to look like the wall carries on underground a little bit. Otherwise, buildings, again, just look like they've been dumped on the landscape. And it's something that I really don't like at all. Hello, pig. Go away, pig. Go away, pig. Go. 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 Yes. Oh, I feel a bit bad now. Oh, anyway. Right. So, this is going to be my foundations. And this is a bit over the top, goodness. You don't need to do what I'm doing now, because no one's ever going to see most of these blocks, but I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it to kind of tell myself, right, they're the limits. That's where the house is going to be. Now I'm going to clear the floor, because I like my buildings to have a floor that isn't made out of dirt or grass, to be honest. I think that's fair enough. I like, usually, on a generic build like this, just use standard oak planks. There we go. Oops. Oops. I'm a bit rusty, I'm afraid, on the old building front. There we go. And there we have it. There's your house platform. Now, there's various bits and bobs that I need to do to it to make it more livable. For example, it needs stairs leading up to the doorway and such, but that will come at the end. Now I need to decide where I'm going to put the doorway. That's the first thing. I'm going to have the doorway here. That bit there is the doorway. Okay, so I can build the rest of the walls up a whole other level. Oops, come on. There we go. Ooh, there we are. Okay, so that's going to be the doorway. I'll put some stairs there for the time being, just to remind me. On this next layer of bricks, I'm going to figure out the windows, and I'm going to have this here, like a double-breasted set of windows there. Okay, two windows right next to each other. I'm not going to have any windows in this bit of wall, I don't think. This end is probably going to end up being the chimney end, actually. I'm probably going to have the fireplace here. So I'll get that ready. Do the fireplace from the ground floor. Even if you don't build a fireplace in the actual building, like on the inside, still make it look like you have. And this one I'm going to hollow that out, and that's going to be my fireplace. Might even hollow the whole thing out. Yeah, that's better. Like a mammoth fireplace. Bit of decoration, there we go. Might even put a fire pit in there in a bit. Yeah, that's looking good. Right, so, I mean, if you want to at this point, and this is something I quite like to do, just build the chimney right up. Or as tall as you want it to eventually be. My chimneys are always a little bit over the top, a little bit bigger than they really need to be. But I think that's fair enough. I didn't want it to be 3 wide the whole way up, so I just put some steps in to make it look a bit nicer. And then my chimneys are a simple couple of bits of cobblestone fence and a final layer of cobblestone, and then I'm going to shove the flower pots on the top for chimney pots. And there you've got the chimney, all set and ready to go. It looks like I'm probably going to build a 2-storey house on this, probably. Right, windows. I'm going to have a little window here, just a little one. But this back wall, I'm not going to bother. I could put a back door in and give it a back garden, and a lot of the time I probably would, but I can't really be bothered if I'm honest with you. But the reason I've left this back wall windowless is because you need to put the stairs in. And you can't really have stairs kind of crossing over windows. So I've kept that window free so that isn't a problem. I'll do my last row of... I like to do my windows just 2 blocks high. So these 2 front windows are going to be very square. There we are. And that's the first floor. Really straightforward. Really, really easy. Now, if I put the ground floor, if I put the first floor in now, or if you're American, this would, I suppose, be the second floor. I don't know why the British call it the first floor. Maybe to British people, the ground isn't actually a floor. It just doesn't count for some reason. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now, this is key. I like to have my buildings have an overhang because they're meant to be sort of medieval. So this is what I do. I'll use the upside down stairs and just kind of put them at fairly regular intervals, but they don't have to be perfect. Like there's a gap of 3 there, gap of 2, gap of 2. I put them where they look good. Like they look good at the columns for the windows and always on the corners. Always, always on the corners. Same thing here, just above the window and on the corner. Kind of works quite nicely. Now that gives you more space upstairs. Now on the first floor, I tend to do a stone frame. And you can meddle around with this. I'm going 1 block higher. So the ground floor, from the floor to ceiling, is 1, 2, 3 blocks. For this one, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, because this is going to be the ceiling. If I just do that to show you. Okay, so it's actually a slightly bigger story on the house. It tends to work quite nicely when it's all in proportion when it's finished. Tends to, I don't know, just make the building look right from the front. There we are. So there's the frame. Okay, starting to come together now. Now I'll fill the frame in with planks to give it that sort of medieval-ish kind of effect. Okay, and again you've got to decide where the windows are, and I like my windows to be lined up with the ground floor. It just looks better that way. So I'm going to do it like that. It's not perfect, but yeah, that looks alright. So you've got 3 big windows there. I'll have a window at this end, the gable end as it's known. Do I want? I'll do the windows really big, 3 high. And because I'm not going to put another story on, I can have windows. Oops. I can have windows in this wall as well, but I don't want quite so many because otherwise it'll feel like a greenhouse. So I'm just going to have a couple like that. There we go. And that's the first floor done. Now I'm not going to do a ceiling here actually because I want it to be open to the roof. I want it to have like a big open exposed beams kind of thing. But this is where I have to do my roof. Now to do the roof I like to again have a stone frame. Okay, and the stone frame goes at either end of the house, like this. So you're using stairs both the right way up and upside down, like that, to create the edge of the roof. Okay, and the way I do it is I start the edge of the roof like that. See? Okay, and then from there you just build it up like this, and you soon get pretty good at flipping from one view to the next using your keyboard skills. So I'll do it again here. This is by a long way the most boring bit of the whole blooming thing, and I hate it, but it's worth it because once you've got the roof on, it looks finished. It looks like a real building, and it's quite a nice feeling. Here we are. Now this one, because the chimney's not in the way, I can show you the whole triangle of the what's called the gable end. That's what we call these bits of the house for those people who like to learn stuff. The end of a house where you have the kind of, I don't even know how you describe it actually, thinking about it. The edge of the roof, if you like, going up in this triangle. Whenever that happens, that's called a gable end. So there you go, just a bit of knowledge for you there. Can't beat it. Right, I like to put windows in the gable end. I'm going to do it like that. I have a 4 window there. I'm not going to put any windows in this one because you've got the chimney, and that wouldn't be appropriate. So I'm ready now to fill in the roof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so it's just a case of blitzing this, and like I say, this is dull, but it doesn't really take that long, especially when you're used to it. And obviously there are lots of different colours of plank step out there now. I don't know whether they've added any more. I haven't been up to date on Minecraft updates for ages and ages and ages. But certainly last time I looked, you've got oak, you've got pine, the red jungle wood stuff, which I don't like. There's the dark oak, which is quite nice, and there's the what do they call it? The like the fir pine. What do they call it? Jungle wood, spruce, and that's one of my favourites. I do like the spruce colour. I use that in the big city behind me over those mountains, as you probably saw in the last video. Here we are, nearly finished the roof. So you can do, I mean, the pub over there, I've used pine steps to make it look like a thatch, which is quite nice. And then I've got jungle roof over, oh no, actually that's red clay, I think. Red clay steps, red clay brick steps, and dark oak roof over there and there. But with those roofs, I've made it shallower by using slabs rather than steps, and that's an option. You know, if you want a shallower pitch to your roof, for whatever reason, for whatever architectural delight you're going for, then use slabs. Right, and there we are. Just as the sun sets, we have the finished house. Now at the moment it looks rubbish, of course, because you know it's got no windows. So this is where you have the opportunity to decide what colour stained glass you want to use. And this is quite a big decision because it has a big effect. Now I personally, I like that kind of cyan colour, quite like the pink. The blue works very well, and you can just about get away with the purple. I'm not a fan of the red's too much, but I think I'm going to go green. I like this green. Oops. So I'm going to fill in all the windows with the green stained glass. Now these are the panes rather than the blocks, and obviously this is using my hybrid texture pack of Summerfields and Chroma Hills. Oops. Now I've heard on a recent update that doesn't happen anymore. It's more just like a pole, which does appeal. So I really do have to get round to getting that sorted out. I just can't be bothered with all the faff of updating all my mods. I mean, I haven't got many mods. I've only got too many items and Optifine. But I still can't be bothered. It's too much of a hassle. Right, and there we are. There we have it. Lots of lovely windows. It's very green, that, isn't it? A few decorative bits, maybe. I'll probably put an upside down stair on those 2 corners just because, I guess. I might mess about. This is quite a damp area, to be fair. This is a riverside. So I might mess around with a bit of mossy cobble. Mossy cobble. There we go. Just to give it that weathered look. Oops, there we are. That's better. Yeah, that works. Decide on a door. Well, me being mid, we'll do the same kind of door. Just the original oak door for me, please. Bit of mossy cobble over the door for some reason. And there you go. That's a house. Now you can go ahead and furnish it, of course, if you're that way inclined. Oops, forgot the gable end window. There we are. You can go ahead and furnish it if you wish. I mean, you know, you probably should do. I've got my furniture. There we are. I put some lights in. Oh, I was going to do a proper fireplace, wasn't I? Yeah, that's the point. Just put the lights in so that it doesn't look quite so gloomy. Oh dear. I think I'll have a first floor fireplace as well. Come to think of it, that'll be quite nice. There we are. Yep, lights. There we go. So yeah, why not just have a bedroom? This can just be one massive bedroom for whatever weird nutter lives in this house. The usual kind of rubbish. Bookcases all the way up to the ceiling. Why not? And a bookcase over here. An empty flower pot because I can't be bothered to fill it. And let's put a furnace in here. There we are. And a crafting table and a chair or two. There we are. It's not the most pleasant of homes, but it will do. And there we have it. If I just finish off with the chimney pots. There we have a house, and it took 16 minutes in total. Actually less than that, because I spent lots of time fooling around showing you the landscape, didn't I? So yeah, about 15 minutes worth of time, and you've got a house. So, you know, for an hour, you'll soon get that city built. So there we are. That's the end of this video. I hope you liked the tutorial, and if you want to build a house like this, then please do. I'm not going to stop you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.